This is a constant contradiction I see in women who are genuinely good at making money. You can land a client without blinking. You can pitch, you can negotiate, close, deliver, all of it without much internal drama. But I ask you to accept help and something completely different happens. Someone offers to take something off your plate and you find a reason to decline. You hire an assistant and then keep doing the task yourself anyways, just this once. You'd rather work through the weekend than let your partner handle dinner so you can rest. Making money and receiving support are not the same skill, and a lot of high-earning women have built one without ever building the other. Earning money is, in a lot of strange way, safer for a lot of people than receiving help. When you earn it, you're the one doing the work, proving the value, staying in control the entire time. Nobody's watching you and deciding whether you're worth the effort. You're the one generating the outcome. Receiving support flips that, right? It totally flips it. Someone else is choosing to give you something without you having earned it through a visible effort first. For a woman who learned early that worth comes from what you produce, that can feel almost unbearable, even when the logical part of her knows she can afford to hire the help. Well, if that's true, why doesn't it show up as guilt about the money itself? Because the money was earned. The help wasn't. That distinction matters more than people realize. You can feel completely fine spending on something you did something to deserve. A course, an investment, a splurge you worked toward, but being handed help, unearned, in the moment, without proving anything first, can trigger a completely different response. Some part of you might read it as owing something back, or worse, as evidence that you couldn't handle it alone, which for a lot of high performers feels like the scarier confession. A lot of this traces back to an old identity that rewarded early. Maybe you were the capable one in your family, the one who didn't need looking after, the one who handled things so nobody else had to worry. That identity probably earned you real praise. She's so independent. She doesn't need anybody. Those compliments feel really good in the moment, but they quietly teach a nervous system that needing anything is a departure from who you're supposed to be. So now, decades later, you're financially capable of hiring out half of your life, and some part of you still can't let a stranger clean your kitchen without feeling like you failed at something. There's a specific version of this that shows up constantly in business. You'll hire someone genuinely on paper and then quietly keep doing their job for them, checking their work more than necessary, redoing things because it's faster, staying available for questions you already paid someone else to handle. That's not delegation problem. That's the same pattern showing up in a business suit, still trying to prove you don't actually need the help you just paid for. The tell, if you want one, is how you feel in the moment. Someone offers you something without you asking, not after you've earned it. In the actual moment of being offered, if your first instinct is a fast, no, I'm fine, before you've even considered it, that reflex usually really isn't about whether you need it or not. It's about how uncomfortable it feels to be on the receiving end of something you didn't generate yourself. Try this the next time it happens. Before you say no, pause and just notice what the discomfort actually feels like in your body and where in your body. Just notice it. Don't override it. Don't force yourself to accept the help just to prove a point. Just notice it for like 1, 2, 3. That's it. That noticing alone starts to loosen that automatic reflex a little because most of the time it's running completely below the conscious thought inside the subconscious mind. And I'll be honest, noticing the reflex is a real first step. It sounds so simple, but it's so much deeper than it sounds. But it usually isn't enough on its own to fully change it. The belief that you have to earn every good thing, that receiving without producing means something's wrong with you, is almost always tied to something so specific, a relationship, a role that you were given as a young child. It's a moment you decided being needed was safer than being helped. That part takes more than a mindset shift to actually untangle. If you've built real financial success and you're still exhausted because some part of you can't let anyone actually support you, I'd love to talk with you. Book a call using the link below in the description. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.